A world without water is a world without life. Young Zola watches as the last drops from the village well disappear into dust. Her mother sighs, her face etched with the struggles of a land that no longer gives. Zola does not cry. She thinks, she wonders, she dreams. There must be a way to bring water back, to stop the suffering. As the sun beats down on the dry earth, a seed of determination is planted within her. She does not know how, but she vows that one day, she will find a way to make the land bloom again. Hope begins in the minds of those who dare to change the world. Innovation starts with a question: what if? Zola flips through pages filled with sketches and calculations. Her pencil moves quickly, shaping the idea forming in her mind. She has read about condensation, about how water can be drawn from the air. What if she could create something that brings water where none exists? Her village calls her a dreamer, but she knows every great invention begins with a dream. The wind rustles the pages, as if whispering encouragement. One day, these sketches will no longer be just drawings. Every idea needs a moment to shine. Zola stands before a crowd, her hands shaking but her voice strong. This device can extract water from the air and provide for communities like mine, she explains. Skeptical eyes study her machine, but she sees curiosity growing among them. A judge leans forward, intrigued. How does it work? A cigar. She explains the science behind it, her passion lighting up the room. For the first time, she realizes she is not just a girl with a dream. She is an inventor. The applause that follows is the first spark of recognition. A dreamer becomes a scientist when given the right tools. Zola's fingers tremble as she reads the words, "Full scholarship awarded." Her mother hugs her tightly, tears of pride in her eyes. She will leave her village, but not her purpose. She will learn, she will build, she will return. At university, she will have access to the technology she needs to perfect her invention. She closes her eyes, envisioning a future where no one suffers from drought again. One step at a time, she is getting closer to that future. Tomorrow, she begins her journey. Not just for herself, but for everyone who believes in her. The world of science welcomes those who dare to explore. Zola steps into the lab, her eyes wide with wonder at the endless possibilities before her. Machines hum, equations fill whiteboards, and innovation is alive in every corner. She places her notebook on the table. This is where her sketches will become reality. Her heart pounds with excitement. She is ready to build, to test, to refine. This is no longer just a dream. It is a mission. She rolls up her sleeves, knowing that science is built on persistence. The future of water lies in her hands, and she will not stop until she finds a solution. Science is built on trial, error, and perseverance. Zola tightens the last screw, her heart pounding in anticipation. This machine, her machine, could change everything. She flips the switch, watching as the device hums to life. Condensation forms, the first few drops of water appearing. It is not perfect, but it works. The first proof that her dream is real. A deep breath, a determined smile. This is only the beginning. Now, she must refine it, improve it, make it ready for the world. Some innovations change lives, others change the world. Zola stands before an audience of world-renowned scientists and leaders. Her device, now sleeker and more efficient, sits on the table beside her. She speaks with confidence, explaining how it can provide water in the driest regions. Hands rise, questions come. She answers each one with precision and passion. Among the crowd, investors whisper, realizing the potential of her invention. Applause erupts. She has captured their attention, and with it, the future of water innovation. She is no longer just a student. She is a leader in global change. A great idea needs great support. Across the table, the foundation leader extends a hand, We believe in your vision." Ah! Sola clasps it, feeling the weight of what this moment means. With this funding, her device will no longer be confined to the lab. It will reach those who need it most. She imagines villages, like her own, where water will flow again. Every struggle, every late night, every doubt, it was all leading here. Tears threaten to fall, but she steadies herself. There is still work to do. The world is watching, and she is ready to deliver. Innovation means nothing until it reaches the people who need it. Sola watches as the first shipment of her devices arrives in a village like the one she grew up in. Children peek curiously from doorways. Elders murmur in cautious hope. Her team sets up the first unit, positioning it carefully under the open sky. She presses the power button. Silence. Then a low hum as the machine begins its work. Minutes pass, tension fills the air, and then a steady trickle of water appears. Gasps, then cheers. The villagers rush forward, touching the water in disbelief. Sola smiles, knowing this is the first of many lives that will change. Impact is measured not in numbers, but in changed lives. Sola watches as the villagers fill their containers, water flowing freely once more. A young girl tugs at her sleeve. "Did you make this?" "Oh, ah." She kneels, smiling. "Yes, and one day you can too." Around her, laughter and conversation return to a place once silenced by drought. She sees her mother in the crowd, pride shining in her eyes. This is not just a victory for science, but for hope, for resilience, for belief in what is possible. And Zola knows this is just the beginning of what she can achieve. From a village to the world stage, her journey comes full circle. Sola steps onto the stage, her invention displayed beside her. She speaks, her voice steady, her words carrying the weight of her mission. She explains how science, determination, and community have made this solution possible. The room is silent, listening. Governments, organizations, the world itself. A leader stands and applauds, followed by another and another. Her invention is no longer an idea. It is a global revolution. Water scarcity may still exist, but so does a solution, and it started with her. A hero does not forget where she comes from. Sola steps onto the dusty roads of her village, now transformed with life. Children rush to her, laughing, playing, no longer weighed down by drought. Her mother watches from the doorway, pride shining in her eyes. "You did it," she whispers, embracing the daughter who changed the world. The once barren fields now bloom with green, crops stretching toward the sky. She kneels, touching the soil, feeling the water beneath her fingertips. This is what all the struggle was for. True success is measured in those we inspire. Zola gathers the young girls around her, their eyes filled with wonder. She places her invention in front of them. This is proof that nothing is impossible. "Ow. She tells them of her journey, the failures, the breakthroughs, the belief in something greater. "You are the next scientists, inventors, world changers," she says with certainty. One girl raises her hand. "Can I build something too?" "Ice." Sola smiles, handing her a notebook. "Start here. Every great invention begins with an idea. The future is in their hands, and she will make sure they know it. The impact of one idea can ripple across the world." She watches as families gather clean water without fear of scarcity. Her devices stand tall across the land, humming with life-giving energy. Communities once on the brink now flourish, children growing up without the burden of drought. The world took notice, but more importantly, the world took action. This is not just an invention. It is a revolution in survival, in hope. Sola does not need recognition. She only needs to see the world change. And with every drop of water, she knows it has. The end of one journey is the beginning of another. Zola gazes at the same sky she dreamed under as a child. She has turned science into hope, technology into life, but she is not done. There are more problems to solve, more ideas to bring to the world. She closes her eyes, breathing in the night air, letting the weight of her journey settle. Her story is not just hers. It belongs to every girl who dares to dream beyond her circumstances. A final thought, a smile, and then back to work. Because the world still needs changing, and Zola is not finished yet.